Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and at the same time see my screen. So today's webinar, I want us to start off with a chart on our screen. We are going to be using the break of structure indicator. We already have it on our screen. This is a custom indicator. We build it ourselves and we're just going to use it for analysis just to see where we expect the prices to go to. It's not necessarily that everything we say here will go exactly as you say. This is just a forecast. So you have to somehow incorporate your own analysis into it. If what we say is bearish and your analysis is bearish, then you may go for it. I'm going to start off with this chart. On this chart, the main zone I'm looking at, I have the first line at the top. I have the first line at the top. This is the main resistance zone. We have another one here. This is a support zone. Ignore these two. Ignore this red and the green one. Only focus on the one at the top and the one at the bottom. If the price touches the lower line, which is this one, this should give us a good place to look for a buy from. If the price touches the upper one, this should give us a good place to look for a sell from. So ideally, we'll be watching for a trade when the price bounces off from the upper line. We will be watching for sell positions. If the price bounces off from the lower line, we will be looking for buy positions. The other chart is Euro USD. With Euro USD so far, I don't want us to don't focus on this zone or this one. Focus only on the one at the top, this one and this one here. So when the price goes and touches this upper zone, that should be the best place to be looking for a sell from. Your stop loss is fixed above the high of the next zone. Even if you pick a sell here, your stop loss should be fixed at the high of the next zone. And if you pick a buy within this range, your stop loss should be fixed below the low of the next range, which is this one. Or if you sell there, your stop loss is fixed below the low of this other range. So that's my opinion on that chart. The other chart is GBP USD. With GBP USD so far, we are having a very good support here. This is a good support. We take it as a whole. We have another support here. Then we have a resistance. We have a resistance, have a resistance, have a resistance. So should the price go up and touch this upper line, that should give us the best place to look for a sell from. If the price moves down and touches the lower line, this should be the best place to be looking for a buy from. So we'll just be looking for positions when the price goes to any of those zones. If it goes and touches them, we look for a bounce from those zones to pick positions. If the price does not bounce off from them, then or instead it breaks below it, then we expect a continuation in that direction. The other chart is the US dollar Japanese yen. So on this chart so far, the bearish movements we had from yesterday is actually just a pullback. We don't expect the price to go below this level here. So expect that if the price goes down and touches these two lines, this should be the best place to look for a buy from. So just wait for a retracement up to this point so that we pick a position. Your stop loss is fixed below the low of this range. Below the low of this range or this range here or this range. So as I've mentioned in the previous examples, anytime the price touches a zone and we pick a buy position, your stop loss should be fixed below the low of the next range. Yeah, and you pick a buy position, your stop loss is fixed below the low of this range. And if you pick a buy here, your stop loss is fixed below the low of the next range, which is this one here. And if you pick a sell here, your stop loss is fixed above the high of this range here. So that is my opinion on that chart. The other chart which I want us to look at is silver. With silver so far, we are having very good ranges. We have this one, a very good resistance and a sell place. We have another range here, a very good resistance and a sell place. We have